We can talk about that. All right. Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Bodega, your beautiful and illustrious host, here with the one and only Tate. What's going on, Tate? What's happening? Speak to me.
Nothing. Just been chilling.
Chilling, living life. How you doing? How's the snow treating you?
I fucking hate it, yo.
You hate the snow? Why you hate the snow?
Yo, I be at work. I be having to shovel out the damn curb valves so I can mark the gas.
Anyway, so
And no, and it be fucking mad dog shit, yo. I be so pissed off, yo. I was like, yo, it was a whole mound of snow that was like, can I just say this?
Yeah, go. Yeah, finish your thought.
That was like at least 4 feet high. Why is it dog shit on top of this 4-foot high mountain of fucking ice and snow?
Because the dog was climbing up there.
No.
It's Mount Everest for the dogs.
You won't climb up there and then try to like wiggle and try to hold yourself to take a shit?
You know who's also holding themselves in uncomfortable positions?
Who?
The models on America's Next Top Model. You like that transition?
Yeah, that was a good transition.
All right.
Yo.
So I don't know if this is recent. The doc came out how long?
I think it came out this past week or like within the past 2 weeks, but I think it was this past week.
So is she mainly getting heat for it because, okay, if anyone.
So in hindsight, some of the shit they was doing was fucking trifling. Like
wait, let me
okay,
explain the topic. Jesus, so people.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So people who don't know, America's Next Top Model was a big show in the early 2000s, which it was like a competition for up and coming models to go and compete in. It was the main host of the show was Tyra Banks, and throughout the run of the show, there was always critique about how America's Next Top Model was run and how they treated the models and some of the positions or situations that the show will put their models in or their people who were competing in the show. A doc recently came out on Netflix about some of the stuff that happened on America's Next Top Model. From what I recently know, there was a situationship where this girl got drunk and she had sex with this guy. It was on camera and it was released, and that's one of the recent things that has been revisited from the TV show that's had been circulating in the news. All right, go ahead, Tate.
Yo. When I was watching it, first of all, I was never a fan of America's Next Top Model. I was always like, I feel like I was always a nerd, and I never understood the emphasis on like, I just don't fucking get it. Like, even as a female, like I have a whole bunch of like women, like, I was a girl then, so I just had a whole bunch of friends that were like girls, and they would talk about it, and they would be in all that type of girly shit, and I would just be looking like, what the fuck is going on? Right? So I'm glad that I was never like one that was interested in that, because I just felt like even from then, from like a young person, because that came out, I was in like junior high school, and like these 2 chicks that I was hanging out with at the time, Elijah and Deetra.
Why you?
Shout out to them. No, they wanted to be models.
Yeah.
They was good looking. They was slim and everything. Like, they didn't gain weight no more. I was fat. Like, I was fat.
You was on brand.
Yeah, I was very on brand. I was husky.
But
No. So, yeah, they used to watch it, and I'd be like, yo, and they would try to get me to watch it, but I was like, what the I think, yo, okay, it was just crazy. That, like, that whole thing you was talking about with the chick, and I didn't even know that, like, they filmed that part, which was weird. Like, why is you filming that? Then Shorty looked hella unconscious. So you kind of filming somebody that's probably not even aware of what's really going on with their body.
yeah.
And then
Doesn't she talk about that in the doc?
Yeah.
That she says that she knew she was having sex but didn't really feel it. And she had like 2 bottles of wine.
yeah, on top of the fact that they wasn't eating because they was models.
Yeah, so that shit was hitting hard.
Yeah. And like that happened, and then they filmed the whole thing with like her boyfriend like kind of calling her like a bitch and all that type of stuff, and her crying and all that, and then the whole thing with her having to call a guy and see if he got like a STD and if he used a condom. And
What was that conversation? So I didn't have access to Netflix, so that's why I'm asking Tate. So how was that conversation? Because I seen the conversation that the girl, what's her name again? The starts with an S.
I want to say it. Let me lie. I'm not even gonna say it because I would call her Sasha,
I
but
think it is, right? Anyway,
Anyway,
the girl that was competing, I remember she called the boyfriend. Her boyfriend just, what happened? Just tell me.
He was like, did you have sex? And she was like, yes. And he was just like, how the fuck could you? Da da da. You fucking bitch. Da 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 da. And then she's talking about how they tried to make it work, but like when she like won I think she won the competition or whatever. But when she was living in New York, and how like they would be walking down the street and then people would be like calling her a slut or like a whore and all that type of stuff. So he really couldn't get over it. Which at the same time is like, mind your fucking business. Like, cause you gotta realize they all young. They was like 18.
Yeah, put it a little closer.
My bad. They was like 18 years old. So it's like young people make mistakes.
Yeah. How was the conversation with the guy? With the
Italian dude?
Yeah.
I don't know. They just showed like a clip of her like asking him all that type of stuff. But then you know how they put little clips in, but they don't really show the full.
Oh, the full thing.
Yeah, so that's kind of what that one was. And then it was one with like the chick. I think her name was Ebony, and they like. It was talking about her skin and like, they was like trying to call her ashy and like all this type of wild shit. And it's like I think she had like. I don't want to say she had like eczema or something, but she kind of had like a slight skin condition or whatever. And then it was like they was just trying to frame her as being ashy. She had short hair and then they cut it even shorter. So she kind of had like a little Caesar type, like a little, you know how like, cause she was lesbian. So she was like the black lesbian.
And they gave her a low cut?
First of all, she already had a low cut.
Oh, wow.
So imagine like a boosie fade.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
That's slick. So you kind of like perm the top and you kind of stick it down with the gel. That's what she had. And then they took her to like some white hair salon and they couldn't even. Oh,
yeah. They probably fucked up her hair even more.
Yes, shorty had bald patches like.
But you know what's kind of sad? I guess this is why a lot of people's frustration with Tyra Banks is like, she's a black model. Mm-hmm. Why are you taking her to a white salon?
Yeah. Plus, it was New York, so it's like you could have took her to Harlem somewhere.
Yeah,
I think she was from New York. I think Ebony was from New York, so it was like you could have found like a black hairstylist to like
somebody
style
right
the black people.
I was watching one of the hosts. Mm-hmm. I think he was doing an interview with ET. Mm-hmm. about the doc. He was also in it. What's the guy? He's the brown skin guy with the white hair.
Oh, I think his name was Jay. Yeah,
he did the whole. They interviewed him about the doc. He was in it, and they asked him about how do you feel about certain things and blah blah blah. And he was like, I watched the doc, but he felt like Tyra Banks wasn't being very genuine in the doc. Mm-hmm. He felt like her answers were very like rehearsed.
That's what it felt like. It felt like she kind of knew what was going to be asked, and then I felt like she also tried to like remove herself from blame because she kept like, well, I didn't have anything to do with this. This was production's
I saw that clip.
I'm like, bitch, your name is on it.
Yeah, she's like the executive producer,
which is crazy. Like you got pulled.
Yeah, you're the top dog. You should have top
like oversight over what's happening and everything. And then
I also heard about that they had that one competition where they all like had a switch race.
Yo.
Oh, that was trifling.
That white chick that was an African American, she was like, oh my God, it was so great. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, shorty was too damn hype, yo.
But they were also making some of those girls do crazy stuff. Like they was making some of those girls in the competitions like wear meat and stuff like that, and like just do crazy shit.
I think because at some point they kind of had to keep topping what they were doing to keep it fresh.
Yeah, I think that was.
So it became over the top, and then I think they was like, at some point Survivor was getting popping, or like Survivor and all those survival shows. Mm-hmm. So they kind of like had to like angle it that way and that type of.
That makes no sense for a model show.
But you have to compete with that stuff, like because it was Fear Factor.
Yeah. Whose idea was it? Like, I guess it was her and her business partner. I think the Korean. The Chinese American guy, I forgot his name.
You should might as well have just said Asian because like you just said Korean, then you said Chinese. You don't know what type of Asian he is.
He's Chinese American, and his wife is Korean.
Okay.
I don't know. The idea of having a show about models competing to be like the top. It seems like that out of itself is not that exciting.
Yeah, but they had to make it exciting.
Yeah,
And
which is where the dangerous stuff comes in.
But that's what they was also saying. Like a whole bunch of like channels. Like they went to like the big heads, like the big four, and none of them.
What are the big four?
CBS, NBC, Fox, and I think WB. That was the big four.
WB. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, well, it ain't not WB no more. But like when I was younger, that's
Yeah.
It was Warner Brothers. That's the WB.
What were they saying about
They was like, yeah, we don't really want to like. They wasn't rocking with it.
Yeah, the idea of it. It's kind of a strange idea in hindsight.
Yeah, like a competition with chicks like modeling and all that. Like what the fuck? But then I guess because UPN was a startup. You remember what UPN used to stand for?
No.
Was you around for UPN?
I don't think so. I probably was, but I wasn't watching.
So UPN in New York was Channel 9, which was called My 9, I think at some point.
I know My 9.
But when it started, it was called UPN, and the joke was because it had all the black shows. Because usually when ratings and stuff like that these channels need ratings.
Yeah.
They get a whole bunch of black shows.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called Underpaid Niggas. That's what they, that's what UPN used to stand for.
That's fucked up.
Because you had girlfriends. I think Shasta McNasty used to be on there. That was like a white show with like Gary Busey's son and all that. Mm-hmm. The Parkers.
Yeah.
All of Us. Like so, all those early 2000s like that was started on UPN.
Like BT.
Yeah, it was like
BT 2.
No, it wasn't BET 2. That was for people that didn't have money for cable.
From all the girls who I talked to who are models, mm-hmm. they always talk about like America's Next Top Model with like disgust.
Because Tyra was trifling.
And, yeah, I think a lot of people are also disappointed because she is a woman of color, and they feel like she did not do anyone justice. Like all the stuff that was like she kept perpetuating a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like she really she knew. Like, stuff is fucked up, but you'd rather continue it than to be, stand on the right side of history type.
And also...
So, it kind of made her seem like two-faced or, hypocritical. Because it's like, this shit is fucked up. And you come across or you try to make it seem like, oh, I'm different. Or, oh, I'm trying to give these girls an opportunity to, help them when certain situations and all that type of stuff.
But, I mean, I don't know if it's to say her defense. Maybe it's not. But she was young herself. Wasn't she in her early 20s and still actively modeling? I
could have sworn she was I don't know. How old was she when that?
I don't know. We need a producer in the back with a computer too.
You want your cast to do it. This black nigga right there. This is gonna sit up there. His eyes wide open.
He's watching us. My industry is...
How old was Tyra Banks during America's Next Top Model?
You really gonna text that?
Oh, she was 29.
I mean, and when it started?
Yeah. Oh, Tyra Banks was 29 years old when she created and began hosting America's Next Top Model, which premiered in May 2003.
It's gonna sound really fucked up. So was she out of her... Was she finishing her modeling career?
No, I think she still was a model too.
How strong was she going into it? When did she phase out of it?
Phase out of modeling?
Yeah.
I would feel like once she got that other show. Remember that other show she had? The Tyra Banks show? That talk show she had?
Yes, actually I do.
You said it like that.
Yes.
That was a distant memory that was brought to the front. Like, oh shit.
She had that. Oh shit, she had that.
Yeah, she was like the black Ellen, I feel like. You know how Ellen...
Yeah.
Ellen was low-key, like she got this bubbly personality or whatever.
But she's the bitch inside.
Yeah, but underneath it, when you really, the energy is
Yo, yeah.
You're kind of like a dick.
Yo, Tyra Banks, I was looking at her being interviewed. I was like, yo, she still looks good.
Of course. She had money since she was young.
I mean, I was looking at her talk. I'm like, damn, you can be my sugar mama anytime in the week.
See, that's that 333 I've been talking about.
I was like...
See, that's that 333.
I was looking at her, talk, and some of her clips. I'm like, damn, she got...
See, just as feral as you can. So that's crazy.
Look at me run my legs, too. I'm like...
Yeah.
Tyra Banks was like, damn, mama.
I mean, Tyra Banks is beautiful, but I don't know. She's not
your type?
No.
You like them thick.
But she's not slim, though. She's kind of thick.
She got thicker, yeah. She got thicker.
I don't know what.
You mean how? What?
No, I think it's a height thing.
How tall is she? I like them tall.
She got to be model height, so it got to be like 5'11", 5.
No, we're not. Like
She's not 5'8".
Like 5.
She's 5'12".
No. What? That's 6 feet.
Exactly.
Like a good height for a female model would be like
5'11".
5'10", 5'9", 5'9", 5'10", 5'11". Yes.
I think she's like 5'11".
I like tall girls because I like the eye-to-eye contact. That kind of turns me on. What? It's just like
I mean, look.
something about like.
See, listen.
Anyway.
For all you tall girls.
They don't like me anyway.
Oh, they like the little short ones?
No, they don't like me.
Why they don't like you?
I don't know, man. Don't have my shit together. I found a spot to transition to the next topic. I actually have a lot to say about the next topic. So Jim Jones was apparently locked out of his studio apartment. Not studio apartment. He out of his studio where he records his podcast in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. So according to the landlord of the building, Jim Jones owes like several months of rent and backup rent he owes.
Yes.
And on top of that, the landlord said, "Hey, like Jim Jones said, I get a portion of like the podcast business that they're doing inside the apartment." And I've been asking him for the accountant. He's not giving me the accountant. Mm-hmm. And 50 Cent bought the building and he just put out all the security tapes of Jim Jones busting out the door. So Jim Jones has been evicted from his studio apartment. I keep saying studio apartment, from his studio or his podcast studio. And there's just footage of him just knocking down doors, just banging on, like, do the most ghetto donkey kicks I've ever seen, just full banging on the door.
It did get very Nitro.
Yeah, it just I'm gonna be transparent. I don't like Jim Jones.
I fuck with Jim Jones.
As when
I was younger, I used to be like, yo, why the fuck these old head niggas is like that still dress young or whatever.
Yeah.
When I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm like.
Do you relate to that?
I wouldn't say I relate to it, but I just understand.
This is kind of a young fit right now.
This really isn't. This is a country fit. I got on a Carhartt.
Yeah.
I got on Carhartt pants.
I like how you push Sexy is neon orange.
Yeah, that's that hunting joint, so you know they can see you.
So they don't kill you by mistake. not like our former VP.
Oh, Dick Cheney.
But anyway, I think Jim Jones is mad corny. Like I feel like he gotta grow up. He acts like he's 22.
That's how you keep young, yo. You stay in tune with the young people.
He looks corny. He should be like a mentor. Like nobody who looks up to Jim Jones in 2026.
I fuck with Jim Jones.
You look up to Jim Jones.
I fuck with him like low.
Answer the question. Do you look up to Jim Jones? Do you when you're like, yo, I want to be like that?
Nah, I look up to you want to know who I really look up to as a rapper?
No, you're asking my question. Do you look up to Jim Jones? You like, I want to be like that.
Like low key in my spirit. Can I just say something?
You're
Jim
not answering
Jones
the
is
question.
Low key like a spirit animal, right?
For you, Jim, come on, you could do better than that.
No, listen, because I have like a crazy duality to myself, where it's like I can be like gutter, but at the same time, I also like sophistication. So it's like
Jim Jones is sophisticated to you?
No, that's what I'm saying. So I have a duality.
Okay,
so
duality.
Pusha T, that's that duality, right? Because Jim Jones talk about the same stuff Pusha T talk about.
Why are you putting Pusha T and Jim Jones in the same sentence?
But they polar opposites, right? So one is I would say sophisticated ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Another one just ignorance upon ignorance.
And the other one is just like
ignorant.
I wouldn't say ignorant, but
what's that clip of Jim Jones? Like he had like money in his pocket. Yo,
that's my favorite clip, yo. I like that.
That's bad. So if people don't know, there was a clip of Jim Jones. I guess he had money in his pocket, and he went to go get something out of his pocket. He stretched, and the money just fell out. Mm-hmm. But you can tell he obviously did that on point. Like he stretched in a certain way so the money can fall out of his pocket. That's some 17-year-old shit. Like a 17-year-old will do that, trying to impress a girl in the classroom. This nigga's in. How old is Jim Jones?
I think he's like 40 something. He can't be 50.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's 50. Oh, you're right. On the dot, he's 49.
Oh shit, damn.
Yo, think about that. You're 49 and you got locked out of your studio apartment. And you're banging the door. I keep saying studio apartment.
His studio.
His studio. I feel like I'm being spicy, Loki, when I say studio apartment.
Someone brought up a good point. It was like how all these, like all of them are rappers and they couldn't tunnel their money together to pay for it. But then at the same time, it's like you got all these YouTubers and like these other people that like do the stuff out of their house or their crib. And it's like y'all got these big ass mansions that y'all could just
recording.
Hook your basement up or something. Or
like I don't understand. Like, why do you have to record from? Do you listen to that podcast?
I do.
You do with the. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
I like them. I like Joe and Jada. Cause
Joe and Jada has a podcast with Fat Joe.
Yeah. That's just Joe and Jada.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, cause it's Fat Joe and Jadakiss.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about podcasters getting? I'm sorry, rappers having podcasts now.
I feel like it makes sense.
I don't. Sometimes I feel like,
but because you got to realize all they do is storytell. Like all they do is run. Like when you think about what rap is, you just talking over a beat. So now you just talking a cappella.
Yes.
No rhythm, but you just.
Certain of them shouldn't have. I mean, like, who am I? I'm like, I'm just a nigga in my apartment, right? Like, who am I? But like,
you're somebody.
I mean, I just certain people. Hearing somebody talk, certain people talk, like with already like built-in fame, and hearing their thought speech, like sometimes you look handsome just not talking.
That's a good segue.
What to what?
Fucking Pitbull and that whole bag of shit.
Yeah. What happened with Pitbull? You was telling me.
Yeah, he just went on a rant. Like I should play it, right? So you can hear it?
Yeah, go play the rant.
Let me see. Pitbull. MAGA. Let's say rant. Let's call it a rant.
What was that?
Scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
That's that whole state of emergency.
Yeah, look at the cats. Look at the cat. Oh.
Damn, where was it?
You should have saved it.
Is this it?
The fuck doesn't like the United States of America? May God bless you. But fuck you at the same time. If you don't like the United States of America, go back to the countries that we the fuck from, and you'll see how much you appreciate the United States of America.
That was a rant?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's a quite underwhelming rant.
It's underwhelming, but at the same time, you're saying America is great, but America's great because people fought for it to be that way.
So you upset?
Yes, because why are you telling us to go back to the countries that y'all came from but y'all didn't fight for y'all countries to be great? To it, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me listen, because I feel like
you're studying on your own.
Listen,
I'm listening.
Listen,
I'm putting the mic down.
You saying America's great, right? But you don't realize those countries that you're saying is like that you're saying that go to the countries that y'all are from, essentially saying that are bad countries, you're choosing to not acknowledge the reason why it got that way in the first place, which is probably because of America's intervention in the bullshit. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. Like you're saying like
how America, like ISIS and all those terrorist groups and all that type of stuff started because of America trying to decentralize governments and all that type of stuff so that they could get oil, they could snatch up resources, so that America could be great, right? But at the same time, America's great because we fought the government. Like, black people was like, yo, we don't like how y'all treating us. Yeah. Then now y'all open up the border and y'all allowed immigrants to come in, even though at some point they turned on us too, low key.
What?
Yo, I got crazy ass stories, yo. But then they get their nigga wake up call.
Yeah, the white people still treat them like blacks.
Yeah.
You just a different flavor of black, but you still black in the white man's eyes.
Yeah.
You like.
Yes. And when they get their nigga wake up call, then it's like, oh.
Oh yeah, Boppy,
yeah,
me
please.
black.
Yes.
Me black, Boppy.
Please understand.
I'm about to wrap it
So
up.
that's what I was just saying. Like,
Oh.
I felt like that. So you just kind of like, and then the fact that you call yourself Mr. Worldwide and you just said something like that, you kind of shitting on other countries, low key.
Yeah, you are. Cause you're saying go back to you pretty much saying go back to your shitty country. Like you're
Like your country is not like.
It's not so. If your country was so great, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, which I feel is like fucked up.
It is because there's a lot of fucked up shit happening in the world.
And you choosing to not acknowledge. That's what I'm saying. When you're saying certain people shouldn't have a platform or certain people shouldn't have a certain thing, that's where I was getting that idea from. Because it's like, bro, America was out here wilding.
Side question: have you seen the interviews with the CIA guy, John? I forgot his last name. Starts with a K. The CIA guy who I guess a few years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, he came out and basically came out with how the CIA is using like torture tactics and stuff like that.
On who?
On everybody. The CIA was wilding, and he came out and he blew
You
a
talking
whistle.
about like the whole like
Waterboarding and how they're using like illegal tactics to get information out of people.
But I thought we already knew that.
I think he's the guy who blew the whistle on it.
No, but we knew that from the Bush era. That was like a whole
This
thing.
guy. Yeah, this is the guy. I guess he recently had like.
Yo, shout out to Bush, yo.
You know, it's so funny about everything that's going on in the world. Everybody's like, you know what? Bush wasn't that bad.
He low-key was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. It wasn't really Bush. It was Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dick Cheney was wildin'. You ever seen that movie called Vice with Christian Bale?
No, probably gotta watch it.
It's a good movie. It's about Cheney and his story, and it's played by Christian Bale. It's a great movie. Dick Cheney was wildin'. He was like
a menace.
He was a menace. He's like, I don't want to be VP. That's no power. That's what. And then he had a meeting with Bush. Mm-hmm. He goes like, if I have to be president, I need this access to this, and I need to be able to call this and have control of this and have access to this. Are you okay with that? And Bush was like, because he was eating some chicken outside.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, yeah, why not? And Dick Cheney was a menace. He just fucked the whole region of the world up.
So he basically was like, what's that, like, kind of treacherous? Like, you ever seen House of Cards?
Yes, exactly. Perfect example. He was very
like
much.
How they all was like kind of like clawing at each other. Yo,
Yeah. He was Kevin Spacey in that. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
That was a good show.
It was, but unfortunately, it didn't finish like it should have finished. I stopped watching by season 4. Those are one of those shows I always say like we don't need like 8-7 seasons of this.
I watched the whole series.
You did? I stopped watching after season 3.
That's crazy.
And then feel like when he's like VP, and then he becomes like president, I feel like that's it. His goal is achieved.
Yeah, but then it's still like other stuff. Like
I know there's other stuff because they're making up, but it's like the natural conclusion of the show happened. Like same thing with Supernatural. This is a tangent, harsh ending right now, but the same thing with Supernatural. After season 5, I never understood why the show still continued.
Yo, the fact that I saw that it had like, what was it, like 20 seasons?
I had like something crazy. Like
bro, I was in junior high when that came out, son. You know how many years ago that was?
And that shit was, I don't understand.
It was that. Listen, that was back when it was called the WB.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was saying, Channel 11 was
One
the
Tree
WB.
Hill.
One Tree Hill. Jack and something. It was Jack and something.
Jack and Jill?
No, it was like two brothers. It was like a show about two white dudes that was brothers.
True Blood?
No, True Blood. That was HBO.
Vampire Diaries?
That was before Vampire Diaries. So it was One Tree Hill. It was Gilmore Girls.
Oh, yeah.
It was, fuck. What the fuck was the name of that show? What's the other one?
No, sir. I got to wrap it up.
Smallville.
Somebody save me. Smallville was a shit.
That was my,
It deserved all those seasons.
Yo.
It deserved all those seasons. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're out. Bye.
Yo.